make sure that you have like a couple to a few thousand saved up, because the real estate fees after, depending on what is going on. It's Nakaysha, and I'm here with another video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can get your real estate license. And before we get into the video, I want to thank God for equipping me with the opportunity to create another video. First things first, for getting your real estate license, you want to make sure that you meet the requirements as far as being 18 years old and having a high school diploma to get your license. Then you want to see what is your motives, because that will determine if you're going to be able to do all this work to get your license and be willing to still continue with it after. After that, you want to see what is the requirements, see what is the required hours that you need for your state. It varies state by state. So for mine, we needed 60 hours. For others, it may need 90 or maybe even more, I don't know. But for mine, it was 60, so you want to make sure that you know your required hours. You can just search up what is the required hours to become a real estate agent in your state. After you find that out, then that's when you can search for schools. Before you even start searching for schools, you want to make sure that you're deciding if you want to take it online or in school. And with that, is it more convenient for you to do it at your own pace? Do you have a lot going on in your life? Are you going to be able to make it to when they're teaching in class? Or do you have too much going on to where you can't? So just determine if you want to do it at home or determine if you want to do it online. I know the programs vary. I believe the online version is cheaper. Don't quote me on that everywhere. I know mine online was cheaper, and usually in schools more expensive. But it's not that much difference, but it's a little bit more. I did mine online. But after you see the requirements for how many hours you need, and then that's when you can start searching around for the different schools. So you can just type in real estate courses if you're taking it in school, then you can say real estate courses in whatever your state is, or you can even say you can say real estate courses in your area. And if you're taking it online, you can just say real estate courses, and it should pop up different type of real estate courses for you to look at. You can just go through, look on the website and see how it's set up, what it all comes with. I know the one that I took comes with I believe a post-licensed education, or it comes with a post-licensed education, I believe. And that came with free. There are fees with it. You want to make sure that you have a couple to a few thousand saved up, because the real estate fees after, especially depending on what brokers you join, they may even have fees on top of the ones that you are going to have originally. So you want to make sure that. So for the course, I have a video up explaining the course that I went to, and the overview. You can actually see what's inside and how it looks, the exam, the quizzes that you take inside, and even what's the steps when you're finished. If you want to check that out, go check out my other video. I have a video up explaining what that looks like and what you can expect. And so once you figure out the school, then you just apply and get enrolled. Pay the fee, enroll. Once you're enrolled, you go finish through the course. Once you finish through the course, that's when you sign up to take your exam. Usually, I don't know about the in-school, but usually the online is set up to where you can't really fail, because you take it until you pass. That makes sense. So once you complete the school of your choice, but let me run that back. Once you're choosing the course or the school that you want to go to, make sure it's a valid school. You can make sure it's a valid school by searching up approved schools for a real estate exam. And you can go to the DPOR website, and they'll have a PDF document, and you can go through all the schools and see if your school is on that list. If your school's on that list, then you'll be able to schedule your exam and things like that, because they need to be able to send that to the PSI. So when you take your exam, so you want to make sure that the school is valid. Once you make sure all of that information is right, and you complete the course. Once you complete the course, and you're finished with and you pass, then you want to schedule to take your exam. The PSI website, when I went to the PSI website, it allows you to schedule your. You can look at the different locations near you, and it allows you to schedule your. It allows you to schedule your exam once you're finished with the course. The school has to send your information to the PSI exam. Yeah, they have to send your information to PSI. Once they send the information to PSI, you will be able to create an account with the PSI and be able to schedule appointments, be able to reschedule your appointments if you need to, and all that. And they have resources on that website as well. Once you got your exam scheduled, you can start looking at brokerages and see which ones you want to sign up with. You want to see what they offer and how their training is. Want to make sure that they have a good system in place in order for you to be able to learn. Who will you be working with? How can you contact them if you are to join their team? So you want to start reaching out to different brokerages and interviewing and see which one that you want to work with. Or even you may have a family member or a friend that's in real estate that suggested you a course. You may have a family member or a friend that suggested you a brokerage to go to. That's fine too. As long as you join a company or brokerage that you're comfortable with and that there's no issues with joining the company. Once you're talking to the company and once you decide on a company, they should be able to give you a roughly of how much the fees are going to be. I know once you're joining the company, they can give you a printout of all the fees that it's going to be. Once you're talking to the company, they can just give you a rough estimate of how much into, because it's a couple $100 to get the start the course or go to that school, real estate school. But after, it's a lot of fees associated with it. Once you sign up with a broker and get all that situated, then that's when you can start filling out the paperwork with your broker. They should have the information. You can fill out you can print out the application, or they probably can print it out. They might print it out too, but they'll have all your information there so that they can send the application in. The application fee for me was $170 to send in your application. They will send that in we'll send all that information in, and you have to get your brokerage information signed. You need a signature of your brokerage information in order for you to. That's why you can't get a license until you're signed under a broker. That's for like a real estate agent or a salesperson license. So you have to be assigned with a brokerage. Once you're assigned with the brokerage, then that's when they can send your information in, and that's when you're waiting to get your stuff back. And you want to make sure that you know what do you need to pass on the PSI exam. Once you finish the school, can't talk. Once you finish the real estate school or the course where you did it in school and online and have that certificate, and they send that in, you want to make sure, because it varies state by state, you want to make sure that you know how much you need to pass. I believe the questions was a little bit more than what they stated online. Just a quick recap, you're figuring out if you meet the requirements as far as 18 years old and have a high school diploma. Then you're choosing what your schedule looks like and what you do on a day-to-day to see if you want to do it in school or online. Then you're picking a school and make sure it's verified with the DPOR website and make sure it's verified and able to schedule a exam with. Then you're scheduling, once you pass, you're scheduling the exam, and then once you schedule the exam, you can start talking to brokerages. And after you take the exam and pass, that's when you sign up with your brokerages and send that information in. Once they send the information in, you have to wait till the process and come back. Then that's when you can get your license. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will get back to you. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Also, I will have a link below to an online school that I took and the overview of what it looks on the inside if you're interested. And that's it for the video. Much love and blessings. Okay, I'm here with another video. And in this video, you can already tell I'm gonna be, as you can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about how you can get your, who's where who, it's just me in the room. Oh my gosh.